a small warm up, and then a flow then to build some heat, and then we're going to finish with some yin yoga because it's Friday and I'm sore from doing all the classes all week. Okay, so come. I had to do them too. Okay, so come into a comfortable seated position on your mat. Keeping the spine long, sitting up tall. Close down the eyes, we'll take 3 breaths. Inhaling deep and exhaling softly. Inhale deep and exhale soft. One more, inhale and exhale. Good, so if you want, you can keep the eyes closed for this, or you can keep them open. Chin to the chest, and then looking up and down. And then looking right and left. Back to the center, ear to the shoulder. Back to the center and the opposite side. And back to the center, ear to the shoulder again. And just reach out with that hand. So left ear to left shoulder and reaching out with the left hand. Good, and back to the center, chin to the chest and just half circles. And the chin to the left and the right shoulder. Good, back to the center, bring the right hand to the left knee, and the left hand reaches behind. Keeping the spine long, softening the gaze. Big inhale here, fill up the lungs. And exhale, back to the center. Left hand to the right knee, right hand reaches behind, inhale. Lift, fill up, and exhale, slowly twisting back to the center. Fingertips to the collarbones, big circles. 1, 2, and 3, and around 3, 2, and 1. Good, reaching out with the hands, small circles. 1, 2, 3, and around 3, 2, and 1. Good, reaching up with the arms, looking up to the fingertips, inhale. And exhale, folding in front. Inhale again, reaching up with the arms. Exhale, folding in front. Leaving the head, shoulders, everything drop down. From here, walking the 2 hands over to the left, dropping the head down to the knee. And all the way over to the right, drop the head down to the knee. And then back to the center. And welcome Kathy. Kathy's here now, welcome. Good, so just one more, inhale, reaching the hands up, and exhale, folding in front. Holding for a bit longer this time. Good, and slowly curling up the spine, coming up. Aoife's here as well. Hi Aoife. Good, so we're going to come over into our tabletop position. So wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. This is Oisin's favourite one. Okay, Okay, we're going to do some cat-cows first. Bring the chin to the chest, rounding the upper back, middle back, lower back. Point the tailbone between the legs. Slowly pointing the tailbone up, lower back, middle back, upper back, and looking slightly forward. And again, exhaling, rounding the shoulders, rounding the upper back, pushing into the ground, all the way down, tailbone points between the legs. Slowly as we inhale, start with the tailbone. Lower back, middle back, upper back, looking slightly forward. One more, chin to the chest. Round them shoulders and upper back. Middle back, lower back. Here with a rounded back, walk the hands in front and take your first child's pose. Sitting back into the heels. Leave the forehead drop down to the mat. From here, walking the two hands all the way over to the left. Nice stretch on the right side of the body. Sit back down into the heels. Back to the center, walk the hands all the way over to the right. Nice stretch along the left side of the body. And back to the center again. Just drop down for 2 breaths. Slowly coming back up into your tabletop position. So we've worked on this tabletop position all week, so we're just going to advance it a small bit now. So go straight into it, so right hand and left leg. Inhale as you reach your right hand, left leg forward. Holding for a second at the top. Slowly exhaling back down to the start. And then opposite hand, so your left hand, right leg, inhale, reaching forward, thumbs up with the fingertips. Hold for a second, slowly exhaling back down to the start. Right hand, left leg, inhale, reach. Holding, exhale, slowly back to the start. And again, left hand, right leg, inhale, reach. Holding, exhale, back to the start. This time, right hand, left leg again. Inhale, holding at the top here. If you want more, you can reach with the right hand and grab the left foot. You're going to slightly lift the chest, pushing the foot into the hand. Holding for a second, slowly releasing. Reaching out the front and bring it back to your tabletop position to start again. Let's go right leg and left hand. Inhale, reaching forward, filling up the lungs. Here, sweeping that left hand back and grabs the right foot. Pushing the top of the right foot into the hand. Small arching of the lower back, lifting the chest up. Inhale, exhale, slowly release. Back to the start, back to your tabletop position. Try that one more time on each side. Inhale, reaching, right hand goes forward, left foot back. Reaching that right hand all the way around, bending the left knee, and grabbing the foot. Lifting the chest up, pushing the left foot into the right hand. And exhale, slowly releasing. Reaching out the front and back to your tabletop. Left hand, right leg, inhale, reach. Exhale, reaching that left hand back, grab the right foot. Lifting the chest slightly. One breath here, inhale. Exhale, reaching out in front and back to the start. Good, and just take one quick child's pose here. We've got 2 breaths. Inhale, exhale, dropping the chest, shoulders down to the mat, sitting back on the heels. And slowly come back up into this tabletop position. I'm going to go for our first down dog of the day. Planting the hands down, so your thumb and first finger planted into the mat. Tucking the toes under, push the hips up, keep a bend in the knees for the first one. Just waking up the body. Walk the heels out here, dropping the left heel down to the ground and then the right. Loosen out the head and the shoulders, no tension here. Inhale, look between the hands, step hop or walk to the top of the mat. Flatten the back, look forward as we inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping the hands up. And exhaling, hands by your side. My head is going to disappear, but it's alright. Standing at the top of the mat, feet together, take a big step out. Feet a good bit wider than shoulder width. So we're working on this one all week. We're going to do a few different variations of it now. Inhale, hands on the hips. Exhale, pushing the hips back and fold. And release the hands to the ground. Loosen out the shoulders, really sitting back into the hips. If you do have a block here or a pillow, then it can help. Inhale, slowly coming up, hands to the hips. Inhale, come up. One breath here, just to steady yourself again. Big inhale, let's go down again. Pushing the hips back, lifting the kneecaps. Quads are engaged. Lifting halfway up, so I want your fingertips on the ground, so your back is flat. Back is flat here. We're going to place the right hand on the ground, reach up with the left. So we're trying to twist from the belly button here, twisting from the ribs. You can either reach up with that left hand, or I like to put it on my hip. Good, slowly back to the start, back to the center. Left hand down, right hand reaches up. Looking up to the right fingertips, or else you can put it on the hip. Good, back to the center. We're going to take one more. Right hand plants down, left fingertips reaches up this time. One more breath, inhale. Exhale, slowly back to the start. Left hand, last time, inhale. Right fingertips reach up. Exhale, slowly release. And slowly coming up in as you inhale. And taking a step to the top of your mat. Just going to go through 3 sun salutations. We've been working on them all week. Hopefully you can see me. Inhale, reaching the hands up, looking up to the fingertips. Exhale, folding from the hips. Inhale, hands to the shins, flatten back, look forward. Exhale, planting the hands down and stepping back to your high plank. Holding it here. Inhale. Exhale for the first one, drop the knees, elbows hugging to the side. Lower slowly down to the belly. Untuck the toes. Inhale, small lift of the chest. Exhaling, tuck the toes under, plant the hands down for your down dog. Pushing the hips up high. Again here you can bend the knees, walk the feet out. Shake the head and shoulders, whatever movement you think you need. Your next inhale, you're looking between the hands, step, hop, or jump to the top of the mat. Flatten the back, look forward. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, sweeping the hands up. Exhaling, hands by your sides. Good, 2 more, we'll try full one this time. Inhale, sweeping the hands up. Exhale, folding from the hips. Inhale, hands to the shins, flatten the back, look forward as you inhale. Exhale, plant the hands down. You can try a little hop back. Lowering halfway down this time. Like a half push up. Untuck the toes, pushing the tops of the feet into the ground. Should lift the chest up. Inhale for your up dog. Exhale, rolling over the toes, shooting the hips up for your down dog. 3 breaths here. Just check in with the shoulders and the neck, loosen it out. Good, inhale, looking between the hands, step, hop or a jump to the top of the mat. Flatten the back, look forward, exhale, fold for that deeper stretch. Inhale, sweeping the hands up, and exhaling, hands by your sides. Good, last sun salutation. Inhale, sweeping the hands up. Exhale, folding from the hips. Inhale, flatten the back, look forward. Exhale, planting the hands down, step or jump back to your chaturanga. Lowering halfway down, untuck the toes, pushing the tops of the feet into the ground. Inhale for your up dog. Exhale, rolling over the toes, shooting the hips up, down dog. 3 breaths here. 1. 2. And 3. From here, lowering to the knees, lower the knees down to the ground, and a quick child's pose. Sit back on the heels, drop the forehead down to the mat. And then slowly coming up. So, if you have a pillow close or a block, anything soft, just we're going to go into some yin yoga now that we've built some heat in the body. So we'll be holding the poses for about a minute or even 2 minutes sometimes in yin yoga. So if you have a pillow, anything like that, just find it good for the knees. Good, see pillows flying everywhere there. A jumper or anything. Okay. So we'll bring the left leg in front. So we're really going to get into the hips and hip flexors now this time. Left leg is in front. Squeezing the right glute, you're just going to lean slightly forward, tucking that tailbone under as well. We don't want any pain here in the lower back. Good, inhale slowly, just straighten that front knee a small bit, so ease off on the stretch. Inhale here, and as we exhale, releasing into that stretch. Good, and again, inhale slowly, just straighten that left leg a small bit, ease off on the stretch. Inhale, exhale, let's go a bit deeper. Good, from here, this is where you might need a block or a pillow. Bring the 2 hands to the inside, and we're going to walk that left foot to the outside edge of the mat, even off the mat. So really getting into the hips this time. My 2 hands are on the inside here. that's okay, then you can go down to the forearms. And if that's okay, then you can move the block and go down to the ground. But I need the block today. I need it every day. So let's take 5 slow, deep breaths here. Inhale for 5, hold for 1, and exhale for 5. Inhale in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold for 1, exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And on your own, inhale. Good, one more deep breath, inhale slowly, and exhale. Back up to the hands, and then slowly ease out of these poses. Release, just bring that left foot back, and go with the right leg this time. So the right leg is forward this time, just go here. Squeezing that left glute. Exhale slowly, pushing forward, getting into that hip flexor on the left side. Tucking that tailbone under as well, we don't have any pain on the lower back. Inhale, straightening that right leg, just easing off in the stretch. Exhale, release into it. And again, inhale, straightening that right leg, ease off, exhale, melting into that stretch. Good, just ease off a small bit again, straightening that right leg, get your block or your pillow, walking the right leg out to the outside edge of the mat, 2 hands on the inside, and dropping that left hip down. So same as on the other side, we're just getting into that left hip now, and the right hip. So go here, or if you can go down to the forearms. And again, 5 deep breaths, inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, holding for 1, and exhaling 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, carry on. Slow, deep breaths. Breathing into where you find that tight area, whether it's in your hips or your lower back. And slowly releasing back to the hands, and slowly come out of this pose. Really slowly, be a bit stiff sometimes in your yoga. In and out. Good, shake the legs out. So back to our tabletop position. The next one is for the upper back and the shoulders, called thread the needle. So in your tabletop position, you reach up with the right hand. Big inhale as you exhale, reaching under that left shoulder. Leaving the right shoulder drop down to the ground. This is where you can use a block as well to rest your right ear. If you want more here, you can reach forward with the left hand. Or even bring that left hand around your back. Slow, deep breaths here again. Inhale and releasing. Two more deep breaths. Slowly bring that left hand back, pushing up the left hand, bring the right hand back to the start. Back to that tabletop. And now with the left hand reaches up, fill up the lungs, exhale, the left hand reaches underneath that right arm, dropping the left ear down to the shoulder, or down to the ground. If you want, you can walk that right hand forward, or circle it around the lower back. Two more deep breaths, really releasing into the upper back and shoulders. Slowly releasing. Very, very slowly coming back. Just take a few rounds of cat-cow here. Chin to the chest. Rounding that upper back, middle lower back, pointing the tailbone down between the legs. Slowly as you inhale, bring the tailbone up, lower back, middle back, and upper back. And again with your cat-cow. Just two more rounds of cat-cow. Good, swinging the legs over. So just have a few minutes left. Bring the knees to the chest. Lying on the back, little circles at the knees. And then around the opposite direction. And squeeze, hug the knees into you, squeeze tight, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze as tight as you can. And then releasing for final pose or Shavasana. Relaxation. Leaving the hands and the feet fall out to the side, palms facing up. Close down the eyes. And you're just going to take a minute for yourself at the end of the practice. Closing down the eyes, concentrating on the breath, and I'll tell you when to come back. Slowly just wiggling the fingers and toes. Waking up the body again. Moving the hips side to side. Slowly rolling either to the left or the right side. Push it up into seated position on your mat. Thanks for joining me this morning. So just bring your hands to heart center. Bow, namaste. I'm going to turn on your microphones again and your cameras.